Surprise, we're going to Amsterdam. I already packed your bag. Our flight's leaving in 3 hours. We gotta go. Time waits for no one, least of all us. I'm kidding. God, can you imagine though? Like a friend of yours, or, you know, a partner or whatever, just surprises you. Hey, we're going to another country entirely. Pack your shit, buddy. Like, no? No. That sounds like a nightmare scenario, to be honest. Like, I'm not inherently opposed to being surprised with a trip somewhere, but it better be like, I don't know, to another town, maybe, or at most another state over? Like, if we're going across an entire country, like, good God, no thank you. Like, I don't even have a passport. I'm pretty sure that's illegal to fly internationally without a passport, or at the very least, rather frowned upon, and I don't like being frowned upon. That's not one of my favorite things in the world. It's kind of hard to know where to start with this one, I'll be honest. Well, I say that, and then that seems relatively, at least marginally correct. I love being marginally correct on things. It's, my jam, one might say. I'm kidding. It's been a hot minute since I've been able to record one of these. Just haven't had the chance for one reason or another. One of those reasons being friggin'... Sorry, I had to clear my throat. One of those reasons being the dang marching band I mentioned in a previous video is practicing again, and I don't know what they're practicing, but they seem to keep working on the same piece, whatever it is, and it's really loud, like a block from my house. Not much I can do about that. I'm not gonna go up to an entire marching band and be like, hey guys, can you, like, stop this for half a second? I'm trying to record gameplay videos here. I don't know why I gave myself a stereotypical lisp when I went on that mock tirade. Finally, it looks like I had this corner sorted out. At least a little bit. I'll tell y'all right now, I was looking over my notes for the practice run I did, and some of these puzzles took me over 10 minutes. That's almost correct. That's more correct, which means this needs to go somewhere else. Right there, actually. Perfect. Yeah, some of these puzzles took me over 10 minutes, so this might be the first episode that lasts over an hour? We'll see. I mean, you'll definitely know once, by the time I upload this, how long I ended up taking. But, that'll be a fun surprise for me to edit later. It's not like, it's not actually too terribly difficult to edit these videos. It just takes a little while. It's a little bit tedious, but not the worst thing in the world. Oops, didn't mean to do that. It occurs to me that I haven't really talked about my process for both for Pandora's Box and I guess for recording games and stuff in general. I guess I could do that. Maybe I'll wait until after this puzzle, so I have a, that needs to go there. This needs to go there. Yes. I was saying maybe I should wait until after this puzzle so I can get a better picture. So I can, I don't know, I guess collect my thoughts on it more. There we go. The Fight Between Carnival and Lent, 1, by Pieter Brueghel the Elder. This is it's simultaneously a pretty cluttered picture, and yet I can make out a lot of the individual people in it, which is a remarkable skill. Hey, the recording's running, the puzzle selection screen is running pretty smoothly for once. Happy about that. And I get one of these immediately. Nice. Getting off on a good foot here. Nice. Hell yeah. This looks like a person? It was a person. I'm not sure how I was able to tell that, to be honest. But we take those. I feel like I've said that a lot in this playthrough, is the phrase "we take those," and it's like sometimes that's all you got, you know? I don't know what I'm on about right now. Feel free to ignore me. Well, actually, if you're ignoring me, why are you watching this video? Like, even if you have this on as background noise while you're doing something else, that's not really ignoring me. That's just like not focusing on it, which is a different thing. Like, if you're ignoring me, that kind of tells me that you don't like my videos, which is fine. You don't have to like my videos. But like, why are you here? The Fight Between Carnival and Lent 2 by Pieter Brueghel the Elder. Like why are you hate watching me? Surely there are better things to hate watch than some random furry playing puzzle games on YouTube. Oh god, the puzzle pieces here are so small. Oh god. Oh god. No. It's okay, don't panic. I've got this. I have solved puzzles before and I will do it again. This sounds like the world's worst threat. I've solved puzzles before, and I will do it again if you don't listen to exactly what I say. Like, buddy, calm down. Let me at least get started with this one before I start talking about anything else, I guess. This looks like it's right side up. I just need to find where it goes, because like these are obviously like people. Feels like it has something to do with the bottom of the puzzle. Bottom of the puzzle, more like bottom of the ninth. What does that mean? Don't ask me, I'm just the person who said it. We don't have enough information for this one, I don't think. Or this one. Like, on the one hand, we can see the orientation quite easily, but like, where the F do you put a lot of them, you know? I think this is correct, but at the same time, who really knows? That's definitely correct. Well, not that necessarily, but... yeah, I was like, this for sure goes over here. Just gotta find where. And don't hum along to the music, whatever you do. Don't hum for dear life. Good god, there are a lot of pieces in this one. Aha! Didn't we pass one earlier? Yeah, there we go. It's funny, in this puzzle, I'm having kind of an easier time with just finding where the people go instead of using these background pieces like I usually would. I don't know. Maybe not so much that one, but... come on, this definitely goes over here. There we go. This looks like... yeah, it goes over here. You know what that reminds me of? This is a very specific reference that I'm pretty sure nobody is going to get, but... so, back in the early 1970s, I want to say 1972, Tony Kaye was the original keyboardist for the progressive rock band Yes. I promise I'm going somewhere with this, just bear with me. But he left after the recording of the Yes album. That's literally what that album is called, which was released in 1970 for a few reasons, but none of which are really important. But sometime afterwards, he either joined or helped form a group called Badger. I don't remember which one in this case. It's been kind of a long time since I've listened to them. But anyway, their first album, it was a live album. It's called One Live Badger, and they recorded it live because it was cheaper that way. And it's pretty decent. It's kind of like if Eric Clapton was in a progressive rock band for a little bit. It's pretty fun. Some good solos in there and stuff. But I say all this because specifically the foliage right here reminds me of the album art, which is like of a cold, wintry scene with like some badgers in some like taking shelter in some trees from the weather, possibly. That is a and that's really only notable because the cover art was drawn by Roger Dean, one of the more famous famous painters that I know of. He has done a lot of paintings and stuff and album artwork for like prog rock bands and like a lot of them for Yes also. And he's done some good work with them. Unfortunately, a few years ago he bought into the whole NFT craze back when that first blew up. So I don't know if he's done that since, but he was definitely at one point selling them on his website, which that's kind of shitty. Finding out one of your artistic heroes is also maybe kind of an idiot. I guess to be fair, he is pretty old at this point. He's in like his 70s. Not that that's like an excuse or anything, but I don't know. All that is to say, this particular bit right here just reminds me of that. If you want to, you should. He does have a website. I think it's just called rogerdean.com, and he has like the vast majority of his work archived on that site in high resolution, so you can look at it if you want. And despite his falling for obvious scams, he is a really good painter. He likes painting abstract fantasy landscapes. Some of his earlier work doesn't really fall into that category. Some of his early work is a little weirder than that. Like the first one or at least the earliest one I know of that he made, like right after he graduated from art school, he drew the album art for the self-titled debut of a band called Gun, like literally just Gun. And it's just like a bunch of demons swarming the viewer, and it's not very Roger Dean-esque at all, which is funny saying that since he's literally the one who painted it. And I'm not saying it's bad, like it's pretty cool. It's weird seeing an artist's early work from like before they fully mature into their recognizable style, you know? And the style in Roger Dean's case is, again, abstract fantasy paintings. Abstract fantasy landscapes, I should clarify. But, yeah, I don't know. Sorry about the long-ass tangent. I am entitled to talk about whatever I want. This is my YouTube channel, but I don't know how entertaining or interesting that was, to anybody. I hope it was entertaining or interesting to at least a few of you. I mean, I figure we're this deep into Pandora's box. If you're still sticking around if you're still sticking around this far in, you've got to like my style at least a little bit, and you know, if that is the case, cool, thanks. I'm trying my best out here. Trying my best to align that. There we go. Oh god, almost 10 minutes have passed. I got lost in the sauce talking about obscure nonsense. There we go. We're almost done though, so that's a plus. Where does this go? feel like this is the correct orientation, but at the same time, I don't know. I'll come back to that one. Yeah, I'm going by like scenery and the orientation of the people for this one. Since the pieces are so small, you gotta latch onto something, you know? Ain't that just true of life? You gotta latch onto something. Hopefully that something is positive, like, you know, art or music or literature or, you know, video games or just whatever makes you happy. You should find whatever that is, assuming it's a positive thing, and chase after it. And, you know, if you're having trouble finding that thing, that's what friends are for. At least partially. Talk to your friends about it. Maybe see if they have any ideas. Sorry for getting all sappy. I don't know what came over me there. I was, again, lost in the sauce of puzzle solving. You're over here? No. Yes! Winter Landscape by Pieter Brueghel, the younger this time. It's a nice landscape. It's a nice scene. It's cold, but also there's some warmth to it. Very basic artistic observation. I am a master art analysis, she said, removing her phone charger from the thing because my phone's done charging. I love getting things wrong. It's my favorite hobby. Oh my god, I'm just gonna do this. I'm just gonna restart. It's fine. I haven't lost that much time. And again, even if I don't do this in time, shit, I already know where the puzzle box piece is anyway, so it's not a big deal. I don't know why I sang that. I just wanted to, I guess. I think you go over here. Am I correct in my hypothesis? I am indeed. Let's go. Let's go, she said, as if she were talking to Twitch chat and not herself, recording this video at 11:18 p.m. at night. Yeah. Show me the fancy glass. What was the time limit for this one? Was it like 2.5 minutes? I think so. Anyway, we're done. And this is Still Life with Oysters by Osias Beert. Nice. Hell yeah. I like still lifes, actually. They're neat. I like the hyper focus on mundane things. Oh my god, there are so many more things here. Jesus, where do I even start? This looks vaguely like a person's arm, so in fact I think it's this arm over here. So let's start with that, I guess. God damn it. I'm just gonna start over. I didn't want to, like, have a mistake hanging over my head so early in the puzzle solving process, and I know this is where that goes. I just didn't click in the exact right spot for the game to be satisfied with my selection. There we go. I figured that was where that went. But the image hole said no. You fool. You dunce. You dunderhead. Let me try this one down here. It's funny we're doing... Oops. Yeah, I'm not sure what that is, but we got it. Alright, let's look for this. This mostly square shape. I'm not quite sure what that is. I think this goes over here, but we're not gonna place that yet. I need this to see. I need this to see! I almost made a really bad joke. Be thankful that I didn't. Be thankful that I have a modicum of restraint. I was like, hold on a sec, are we doing a dog? We're doing a dog. Let me just place dog. Yeah, I'm concerned about this shape and also this shape. Let's look for this one too. Hold on. Hold. I know where that goes. I wonder if my little vocalization there will be in time with the music, because as I'm recording it, it was, but, you know, recording delays and such. It was probably like half a second off, in which case I do apologize. But I'm not going to try to purposefully sing early, because that would just feel really weird to me. You will just have to deal with my incompetence. Where does this go? It's unclear at this point. I feel like I could puzzle out where most of the other things go, but not this and not this, at least yet. Like, obviously I know where the chandelier goes. I think I know where this goes, maybe. I clicked on the wrong thing. Hold on. No, I did click right here, and it wasn't right, so... Either I fat-fingered it, or I need to reconsider what I'm looking for exactly. Let's deal with the shapes that I do know. This is the chandelier, and... Hold. This is this guy's head and hat, and this is this woman's shawl. And this is over here somewhere, so we need to work out these last three shapes. And I'm not sure where they are, is the problem. Oh! Get down here. Get down here a little faster, please. Yeah. I'm fairly certain that this goes here. Let me just line it up. Perfect. Okay. Now where does this go? It doesn't seem like it's part of their clothes, so I think we can safely rule that out. Where does this go also? That's... also confusing me. I'm gonna try this again, and wait for it to line up more this time before I click on anything. This looks like it would line up, right? Yeah, I just wasn't clicking in the right place. Is it... Hold on. Is it this middle shape here? Is it this? It is! The Arnolfini Marriage by Jan van Eyck. Oh, oh man. I saw a Tumblr post once back in the ancient age when I still used Tumblr, where the user said that you can tell it's a Von Eyck painting because all of his faces are the exact same. And like, that's mean, but it's also kind of true. I feel bad for laughing. But it's still kind of funny. Oh my god, this painting, this rotoscope is 4 layers deep. I'm not gonna last the 5 minutes until I click this. I just know I'm not. I know who I am. I know myself pretty well at this point. Okay, this is not an outside piece. Had to clear my throat. I think this is an outside piece. Yeah, that looks sort of correct. And whatever piece goes here lines up with this. God, I don't even know where to start with this one, I'll be honest. Man, I kind of miss being on Tumblr, but I also kind of don't. You know, like it was a good source of images that should not be looked at by people under the age of 18 before, you know, the banning of such images went into effect. But I abandoned ship pretty soon after that. Not immediately, I stuck around for a little while longer. But oops. But I did leave after like a couple of months. And from there I moved to Twitter, which was maybe in hindsight not the best move I could have made. But, you know, I couldn't have known at the time how thoroughly and utterly it would go to shit over the years. Oh my god, what am I even doing? And, yeah, I deleted my Twitter like a couple years ago, and I haven't replaced it with anything. I'm just largely not on social media. Like, what do I want to say? I have a Facebook account that I've had since high school, and basically the only reason I still have it is to keep up with people who don't use anything else and I otherwise wouldn't be able to talk to. I don't even post on it very often. I think the last post I made on it was like a year ago. I don't even remember what it was about. But I don't really use Facebook. I just check it like once a day, basically. That's been my routine on it since literally high school. I'm so close to figuring this out, and yet so far. Like, I know where this goes. This goes here, and this goes here, but I don't know how to get them outside. We've been over this. I'm not that good at these. But yeah. I don't have a blue sky. I don't really want to make one right now. I figure I'm gonna have to at some point, if only just, like, to, you know, do some self-promoting on my musical projects. Hopefully more on that forthcoming soon. Stay tuned for an announcement. Maybe sometime early next year, we'll see. But, yeah, I just don't really feel the need for it right now. Alright, it's been long enough. The Rhetoricians by Steen. They're definitely rhetoricing. They're getting their rhetorician on super hard. Ooh. Thank you for the hint token. Haven't had to use one yet today. Oh good, it's just a spinning one. It's not a rotating cylinder. Y'all know I'm a big fan of those, but I'm glad we have a break from them at this particular point in time. Doggy. I'm following Dougie. Or not. Nope, didn't mean to do that one. Oh, I'm stupid. Nope. Nope, come on. Line up properly? Tail. That dog is fully upside down. I was like, what is that? That's a tree, Cadenza. You know what a tree is, right? It's like, yeah, most of the time. Can you fault a girl for getting confused? Is this another dog? It is. Well, that wasn't so bad. Stag attacked by a pack of hounds by Paul DeVos. DeVos? DeVoe? Some other fourth pronunciation? Oh, God, that's brutal, actually. You know what this reminds me of, speaking of random-ass old prog rock, is, there's this old band called Beggar's Opera, named after the Beggar's Opera, of course. I don't know why I just saved. And their second album, Waters of Change, which is my favorite Beggar's Opera album, not that you were asking. The closing track on that song is called The Fox, and it's about, you know, it's sung from the point of view of a fox getting chased by a pack of hunting hounds. And it's a good song, you should check it out. But that is neither here nor there. That was a much shorter story than the Badger story that I went on and on about for minutes on end. This is not right. Let me try this one. Yeah. Nope. But, yeah. Beggar's Opera is pretty good. Their early albums are pretty good, at least. I think their first album was literally called Act 1 or something like that. And then Waters of Change is their second one, and that's pretty good. And then their third one is Pathfinder, and that one's also good. And then for some reason after that, they kind of just, like, dropped off a cliff, musically speaking. I'm not sure what happened. Interestingly, for a little while in the mid-2010s, the Mellotron player for Beggar's Opera, Virginia Scott, kind of revived the band and released a few albums in a wildly different style than the earlier stuff. I haven't listened to that in a hot minute. I don't remember much about it other than the fact that it existed. All right, let me... Okay, that one goes there. That is helpful. Let me flip that. Yeah, put that there. No, I need somewhere to put this. Wait, hold. Do I have it? I have it! A Gentleman and Three Ladies on a Terrace in Amsterdam by Pieter de Hooch? Surely that's not how you actually pronounce that. Surely it's something else, and my extremely dumb brain does not get it. But anyway. I bet Amsterdam would be nice to visit. And I don't mean that in the obvious, oh man, I'm gonna smoke so much weed when I go to Amsterdam sort of way. I don't mean it like that. I actually I'm not the biggest fan of marijuana. Let's say it like that. The coolest possible way I could have said it. And not for lack of trying. I have tried it a few times in my life, and I just never liked it. Like, the most recent time was, like a year and a half ago. This was back when my old roommate was still living here. Because he liked to, take edibles and stuff. And, you know, that's more power to him. I'm not gonna be a stick in the mud about it if you enjoy partaking of marijuana, like, excuse me, that's fine. I would have been in high school because I was kind of a stick in the mud about a lot of things in high school, but I like to think that I've since matured out of that mindset. Like, it's fine. It's fine. Let people do what they want. They're not hurting anybody. It's just pot. But anyway, he invited me to watch a... That doesn't go there. That looks like that goes there. He invited me to watch a movie with him and, you know, take some edibles. And it was this Ryan Reynolds movie. It was this Netflix Ryan Reynolds movie with him and Dwayne Johnson and Gal Gadot. I think it was called Red Tape. It was about, like, art thieves or something. I barely remember most of it, to be honest. It was fine. Not the worst movie in the world. Ryan Reynolds was doing his thing. Dwayne Johnson was doing his thing. Gal Gadot was also there. She was the femme fatale type. It was fine. Not a good movie, but not horrible. But I did not have a good time because I had taken an edible. Not even a full edible. I took a quarter of a single edible. And oh my god, I had a bad time. I distinctly remember that it felt like I was being forced to laugh at the jokes in the movie that I otherwise wouldn't have found very funny. Like, it felt like my body was forcing me to laugh at the movie. And it also felt like after a certain point that, like, I could feel myself starting to tip forward, like, continuously. I had to physically hold my head so that it didn't tilt forward to the point where I would, like, fall off the couch. And, like, I guess I should... I guess I should have given a content warning before I started going into this story about a bad trip. I'm sorry if I've upset anybody. But the long and short of it is, I felt like I wasn't in control of my body, and hated that shit. Not a fan. Not a fan of that sensation specifically. And, like, again, that wasn't even a full edible. It was just a quarter of an edible. And if I had that negative a reaction to that, then the full thing would have... Strong chance it would have destroyed me. Not literally, but it wouldn't have been good. So I'm taking that as the pretty obvious warning sign that it was. Like, hey buddy, you think this is bad? It could have been a lot worse for you. And I'm like, okay, sounds good. Thanks for the heads up. I will not be doing this again. And maybe somebody out there would be like, oh man, that sounds like it was specific strain of marijuana that I don't remember the exact name of, but it sounds like, oh man, yeah, I remember my buddy having a bad reaction about that. Have you tried, strain Y or Z? Like, that should be a much better trip for you. And it's like, maybe, but like, I don't want to try. I don't. I'm sorry. I like to think I'm a curious person, and I like to try new things, but in this particular instance, I don't want to keep trying. Like, just the one bad outcome was enough for me in this case. Like, that's that's my decision. If you don't like it, tough shit. But oh my god, I've been at this for 5 minutes already. I feel like I've barely made any progress. Thank you, finally. And thinking about it, I'm pretty sure this is one of the puzzles that took me a very long time. So strap yourselves in for that. Ah, there we go, okay. Like, this definitely goes along this light curve? What are we staring at exactly? It has something to do with fancy jewelry, obviously, but beyond that, I don't know yet. I'm not at the point where... I'm not sure. Not sure what we're looking at, is what I'm trying to say. Trying and perhaps failing with my incredible language skills to say. There we go. That is not enough background for me personally to figure out what the hell I'm even staring at. Puzzle-wise. Like, yeah, that's part of a diamond. Several diamonds even, but, you know, beyond that. Okay. Cool, that goes there. But yeah, as I was saying before I went off on that, on the second long-winded tangent of the video, I bet Amsterdam would be nice to visit, just because it seems like it has cool scenery. I don't know. I don't have to justify myself. She said somewhat aggressively for some reason. Not sure why I came off that way, but I don't know. I would like to do some international travel if I ever like come up with enough spare scratch lying around to do so. But I feel like that might take a minute. Also, again, I don't have a passport. I should probably get on that soon, just in general. It seems like that would be a good thing to have. I haven't looked into it. Hopefully it's not as much of a pain in the butt as it was to get my name changed. I'm not gonna go too into detail about that because I don't want to dox myself. I don't want to give you people enough ammunition to Google where I live, but I did change my legal name towards the towards the beginning of the second half of the year, let's say, and that was a whole process, and it took a while, but I finally got it. Finally got it done. I am now legally... Insert my legal name here. It's funny. Sometimes I still think of it as, think of that sort of thing as like my real name and then my online name, you know, like my real name and my internet name. But like, Cadence is a pretty real name to me, you know, like that's part of who I am. I don't think of that like separately as much as I used to anymore. Like, I am definitely legal name, but I am also Cadenza. That's just, it is one of the facets of me to risk being extremely cheesy about it. That's where that goes. There we go, okay. Finally an obvious piece. But yeah, getting my my legal name changed was a whole process that I'm glad to be done with. It's not technically fully done. I'm still marked as like... I still don't have the gender marker that I would like on my driver's license, let's say. And getting that changed is a whole separate process from getting my name changed. And it's more of a pain in the ass than getting the name changed. So I don't really want to bother with it right now, you know? I don't really have to. I know who I am. My driver's license clearly says my chosen name. So I figure, for the time being, that's that. Where does this go? It's It's weird. Like, this puzzle is smaller than the other overlap we were doing earlier, but I feel like it is definitely taking longer, actually, because that other one just took a little over 10 minutes, but we are cruising right past that. We are cruising USA past that. Okay, that's where that goes. I feel like the fuzzy picture quality of parts of it is actively working against me a little bit. Something has got to go precisely here, right? I feel like it should. Okay, that does not look like it lined up, but I'll take it, I guess. Man, on the one hand, it feels like I only have a few pieces left, but on the other hand, it feels like I have so many pieces left. You know what I mean? It's like I'm almost done, but I still have so far to go. It's like the lame... It's like the lame version of climbing a mountain. Captain Kirk is climbing a mountain. Why is he climbing a mountain? If you don't know what that was a reference to, go listen to Shatner of the Mount by Fall on Your Sword. It's really catchy. And that's all I will say on that. Because we're almost done with this frickin' puzzle and I want to put it behind me already. Yes! Diamonds and Ring, photographed by F. Schussler. Dang, that's the longest amount of time I've spent on a puzzle in a hot minute. But hey, we got something good out of it. Will this be the first episode of Pandora's Box that lasts over an hour? I guess we'll see. Hopefully not, but... Again, we'll see. Okay, just trying to follow shadows and patterns, I guess. Okay. Not very helpful to me, but okay. Alright. Let's go over here then? Yes. The mirror. Look for the mirror. She said in a funny voice to nobody for some reason. Don't worry about it. This tune though? Bouncy. Oh my god, there's a whole backside I haven't even worried about yet. Seem to be having an easier time of it at the front side though. Like I said. No? Okay. We'll come back to that one later, I guess. Nice. I don't know if that's the first time I've said nice upon putting a correct puzzle piece in this video, but I like to think it is, in which case I have admirable restraint. There we go. I should maybe be making more use of the mirror in the back. Kind of puts me at risk of losing track of where the piece is, though. A, B, C. Don't mind me, I'm just being silly. I'm a silly little bird. What can I say? Huh? I don't know why I slipped to a Mickey Mouse voice there for a few seconds. Just one of my funny little whims, I guess. Just trying to think of where these could go. It's puzzling. Ah! A lot of these have funny shapes. Oops. Can make it kind of difficult to determine where to put them. Oh my god, where did that go? Where did that go? Okay. Okay, it kind of just like snapped to the opposite side from where I was trying to put it. Like, girl, settle down. Oops. Got that other piece though. I'll take it. And that one. Maybe I should try going for the more solid colors first and then worry about the edge pieces later. Sweet. Yeah, like this one. Yeah! 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 Local bird loses her mind trying to solve puzzle. More information at 11. Trying to look for this one. Or not? Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Found it eventually. First try. Love it. Aha. Yes, 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 yes. Alright. I feel like I'm starting to lose the plot a little. Nope. There, please. Thank you. I think that's the entire backside of the violin. Which is nice. I hope this is a violin and not like a cello that's zoomed in a little bit. Otherwise, I would look very silly. It's like, isn't she a musician? Shouldn't she know these things? You'd think that. Anyway, we're done. Violin with Art Nouveau motif. I was correct. Thank goodness. Just rotating a few times so you can get a better look. Alright, we're done. Woo!
Thank you for supper, Anansi, said Turtle when he was through eating. He was still hungry, but he was far too polite to say so. Why don't you come over to my house for supper tomorrow? I'd love to, said Anansi, thinking of all Turtle's lovely food. I'll be there at sundown. The next evening, Anansi dressed up in his best coat and walked down the road to Turtle's house. Find the piece with Turtle's house.
2 more cities before we can go after Anansi directly.